Hello and welcome to Flippin Through the Internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. And today we're going to be flipping through Mad number 475. But before we do, I have a few announcements. First, I want to say a hearty thank you to Ed Meisinger, Doug Guilford, Rob Wilson, Rod Mead Sperry, Andrew Goldfarb, Casey Ori, and Kyle Bridget. Those are my patrons from patreon.com/flippin through. Thank you so much for your support, fellas, and I hope that I can keep on earning it. If you want to join my Patreon, and you're like, well, what do I get? Not a lot. You get these stickers that I designed. They're beautiful. We can look at them overhead. You got Potter CB, Flippin Through channel logo, and Max Corn was here, so you can deface public restrooms. You also get I don't know, nobody's really utilized it, but before I do interviews, I'll post them. I announce them first on the Patreon, and then if people have questions for the artist or collector that I'm interviewing, they can ask them there. But that's about it. Please make sure to hit like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. That would be awesome. That is the easiest thing you can do to support this channel. If you enjoy what I do, that helps me expand the channel. And right now, I am at, what am I at? 269 people subscribe to this channel. And that has the funny number in it. Anyway, yeah, things have been growing, and I'm really excited about it. And I think I'm going to hit 300. I was going to say 300 by May, but now I think that that's like, I might be able to reach that sooner. So I'm very excited about that, and hopefully we can keep pushing. But 300 by May is my goal right now. But let's get to this issue. So MAD number 475, released March 2007, $3.99, which is indeed cheap. I was just sort of going through all of my issues, like going through the box, and I was a bit, I pulled this out mostly because I saw YouTube, and then the more I look at it, it's like, I don't know, is there a better 2007 cover, right? We got Dane Cook, we got the Best Damn Sports Show, I don't remember Nanny 911, but YouTube, this is when YouTube was like first becoming a thing. And I don't know that there were many YouTube personalities at that time. But yeah, I don't know. What is this? This is something sexual, I think. That's not appropriate. That's not appropriate for this channel. Of course, we get into this, and it's at this point, 2007, they were still having ads, which I got to say, like, if you're going to have ads, Kubert School is that's the most acceptable, right? Like, I mean, aside from having a page full of those like little chintzy toys that you could order, like the Kubert School, I feel like is the modern equivalent of that ad in comic books, because it's just, you know, you go back and it's fun to watch how the art changes. Like sometimes Andy will be doing the art. Sometimes who's his brother? Because there's Joe as the father, then there's Andy and Adam. Yeah. And so like they'll sometimes do the covers for that. It's pretty fun. And it is really cool to see there's some big names all throughout here. A lot of people go to the Kubert School. So here we have the worst table of contents, but we have art by Bill Ray. We got, who is this caricaturist? I can't remember. We have Duck Edwing, we have Sergio Aragones, we have John Caldwell, Tom Bunk, of course. And we have, front cover artist, Mark Fredrickson. So are the red ones like the Vitals, right? Here's the Dane Cook Screen Drabs department. Thanks to YouTube. We'll see how well this is aged. This is cool. All right, Mad's 2-question interview extravaganza. So this is this is like kind of a stupid one. It's Make a Dumb Wish Foundation is a classic. in my opinion. The 2-question interview, it sort of got played out pretty quickly, because it's basically the same 2 questions, same joke again and again. But here, we're going to go over both of these. I'm writing to the Make a Dumb Wish Foundation for one reason, and one reason alone. I have a dumb wish that only you can help come true. I am a senior this year, and my state requires a senior project. We are supposed to choose a career idea or something we might be interested in doing after school. That was poor reading. And research it and present a project about it. My idea was to write my very own MAD-style magazine. I've been reading MAD since I can remember, and I have a huge stack of them in my bathroom because, as you well know, they're the perfect bathroom material, along with picking out a career idea. We're supposed to try to find a field advisor or someone who can give me advice or tips if we have any questions. So here's my dumb wish. I was hoping maybe you jokesters and cartoonists at MAD could give me a private email or phone number so that I could call if I have any questions. It would make a great help. It would be a great help to me to get some insight into where you get your jokes from. How do you think them up? And then how you present them. If you could grant me this wish, it would make my project a ton easier. I don't have that many questions. This is basically the concept of my channel. I began to realize as I read it, it's my channel is a Make a Dumb Wish. Wish we could help. Unfortunately, we can't give out private phone numbers. Last time we did, Al Jaffe wound up with 3 Russian mail-order brides on his doorstep. All right, Mad's 2-question interview. Now, this is cool because Wentworth Miller, this guy's cool. Prison Break was huge. And then now he was in like The Flash or something. We got David Cross and H. John Benjamin, 2 awesome dudes, very funny comedian and comedic actors. I don't know if they're funny comedians anymore. I know that he's a great comedic actor, and he's a great comedic actor, but I haven't listened to his stand-up since like 2003. So, Allison Hannigan from How I Met Your Mother. How about this? Neil Patrick Harris. There are 2 different common spellings for your first name. Neil and Neil. How do you spell it? Knhiv. Question 2. Are you sure about that? I think so. Thanks for taking part in Matt's 2-question interview. Is this your first 2-question interview? Well, I've done 2-question interviews with 2-question interview magazine before, which is more of a pamphlet, I guess, and also on the Pro Bowlers tour. So, how do you think this one went? Let me get back to you after I read it. Ha 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 ha. Here's the big easel. What is this, like shell art or something? I do like that. I really do like when people send in their artwork. The big question this month we ask, what celebrity would you most like to see gunned down by paintballers? The N-word spewing comic, Michael Kramer Richards, drunk driving skeleton Nicole Richie, morning talk show loudmouth Rosie O'Donnell, American Idol mophead Taylor Hicks. Send in your votes. Boom, there you go. I think they're still taking submissions. Here we have an ad. Like a Christmas Village, Nightmare on Elm Street. Wonderful. Very good. I feel like I'm having some focus issues. Here we have the Fundalini pages. I really enjoyed this. I like all of the different things. It did get a bit, like towards the end, it did get a little They seem to have like fewer options, right? So like here, paint like the masters, 3rd in a series, Pablo Picasso. Step 1, marry many wives and cheat on them. Step 2, in the space below, paint a bunch of chicks with 3 noses and mouths on their cheeks. Use a lot of triangles. Step 3, make it blue. When sexual content is added to all video games. Oh, here we go. With the success of Naughty America, Playboy the Mansion, Virtually Jenna, and Red Light Center, here's what's going to happen when sexual content is added to all video games. Slow, soapy shower scenes added to FIFA World Cup 2007. Allow anyone to bend it like Beckham. So stupid. Due to circumstances beyond our control, the Fundalini feature, Saddam says, is on indefinite hiatus. Look for an exciting new feature in this spot next month. Ed. I believe this is shortly after his hanging. Here's John Bitterman. I think his name is John Bitterman. Now this is bizarre, and I guess I'm going to say that I don't like it. Look at, they just put you can't really see it because of the crappiness of the camera. It's just everybody's name written down there, but they don't actually attribute it, which is strange, in my opinion. Anyway, a day in the life of Dane Cook. Oh, yeah. Okay, I suspected it was him, but I wasn't sure because it didn't look like his style that I'm used to seeing. We have writer Scott Mako, and artist Herman Mejia. 9:45, upon waking up, is suddenly struck by the jaw-dropping realization that others, possibly fans, use alarm clocks too, and becomes inspired to craft a brilliant new bit. Don't you hate it when your alarm clock goes off and wakes you up? No, wait. Don't you hate it when your alarm clock goes off and wakes you up and you're still tired? That's the hook right there, with that freaking totally unexpected Twilight Zone twist at the end. Make mental note to maybe scream those last 4 words. I am curious how his comedy has aged. I was never a big fan of him, but I do remember him being wildly popular and then everybody hating him as though they were not moments before fans of his. It was just like they flipped a switch totally. 1017, write personal replies to 643 emails from adoring fans, ignoring the 172 emails with accusations of stealing material from other comedians. My God. 1143, watch documentaries on epilepsy and Tourette's syndrome to help hone unique stage presence. 1130, walking, relax on the beach unexpectedly leads to inspiration for a soon-to-be classic bit. What's with all the sand on the beach? Don't you just want to punch that bitch sand in the face? Oh my God. I feel like his sense of humor lives on in many YouTubers. 340. Record insightful commentary for special edition DVD of Vicious Circle. I think that was his comedy special. 412. Get into a bad car crash and offer comforting words to injured driver from other vehicle. Hey, I'm real sorry. Say, can I add you as a friend on MySpace anyway? She said yes. Did you hear her? She definitely said yes. Oh my goodness. 11:19. Oh, 10:15. Go out to see fellow comedian Louis C.K. perform. 11:19. Add 6,250 new friends to MySpace. I think that is. I think that was sort of how he became popular, right? Was MySpace. Like he was the MySpace comedian guy. Here we have writer and artist Emily Flake. I think I follow her on Twitter. And you can too, if you have Twitter. The Snowman, the alternate version. I really like the imitation of this art. As well as this twist. Oh my gosh. That's lovely. And look, he's all tuckered out by the end of that adventure. I think I'm going to go make a Snowman. John, here, we'll start from this. As far as we know, no one ever surfed the net and exclaimed, gee, I wish there was a website where I could see videos of dorky nerds like me doing dorky nerdish things. But then again, what do we know? From seemingly out of nowhere, YouTube was born and rapidly got totally out of control. So now, for every lazy Sunday, there's a clip of a guy eating Reese's Puffs off another guy's stomach. And that's just one of the awful things that we've been subjected to, as you'll see in John Caldwell's Thanks to YouTube. I do like that it's presented as John Caldwell's Thanks to YouTube. Like, he deserves that respect. He's a very funny writer and a wonderful artist. You can now assign a definite number to the age-old question, how many people would want to watch my boa constrictor eat a stunned lab rat? Yeah. Time spent playing video games? Down appreciably. Time spent watching clips of other people playing video games? Through the roof. Hollywood will soon put into a production the first big-budget, feature-length film shot entirely on a cell phone. Has that happened yet? I feel like there have been movies shot on cell phones. You are always just a click away from a Slavic rendition of The Booty Dance. Is that like the I don't want to be a chicken, I don't want to be a duck. Bam, 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 bam. If a foiled purse snatching in Perth, Australia is captured on surveillance camera, chances are you'll be able to add it to your favorites list before the perps even been booked down at the station. What's really interesting about this is that, I mean, they kind of talk about what the types of things that people made, like playing video games, doing like Let's Plays. That was new. That was weird. Now it's totally normal. Watching commercials, just random things like purse snatchers and that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is before there was any type of real, there was any type of true personalities on YouTube. Here's a photography by Irving Schill, writer Jeff Cruz, refrigerator art reviews by Buffy Brindle, PhD. I do like this. I like it when they do things like when they made the toys that kids drew. I think that was Al Jaffe. But this stuff is fun. I enjoyed this quite a bit, and they did it seemingly less and less, the things connected to reality. Here we go. Let's look at Untitled. So you can just admire this artwork, and I'm going to read it. By Corky Noskowski, age 4. This abstract expressionist classic, amazingly enough, was painted when the artist was only 3 years old. The boxes are reminiscent of Rothko, while the splattered colors are pure Jackson Pollock. Yet those artists were in middle age before they reached these euphoric heights. This is part of Corky's mainly purple period, which lasted from March 2006 to April 2006, and is thought to be influenced by his controversial experiment with Reese's Pieces and Hawaiian Punch during a birthday party. Deliberately vague, the boxes convey a sense of interwoven narratives, while the triangles would seem to be an ironic political statement, possibly on Social Security privatization, though, of course, the viewers are free to interpret the political aspect however they choose. The painting is currently on loan to his child psychologist, who has a much different interpretation. Oh, I have a feeling it's more stuff like that, but I enjoy that. It does not, you can read one though and kind of be done with it. MAD deconstructs TV talk shows. It's another, it is kind of strange how they would do this. They did this a lot. Like they've done it already once in this, where it's like time frames throughout a given period, and they do it again, like just 2 gags later. Artist Tom Richmond, writer Desmond Devlin. Well, here we have the Mad Kids. Because it's never too early to start down the wrong path. Please mention code A07FIL. What is that? That's like one of those number stations. What if Mad Magazine was the number station? Signs you have a lousy school nurse. Writer Don Vaughn. Is that Dalton Vaughn's brother? Is Don? Artist Tim Hamilton. I kind of like this artwork. It kind of works. It maybe it feels a little too much like kids stuff. I don't know. Is this magazine for kids? You have a lousy school nurse if she proudly wears the severed finger from an 8th grade shop student around her neck. If she gives you the Heimlich maneuver in the school cafeteria, you realize your wallet's missing. The skeleton she uses to explain anatomy bears an uncanny resemblance to your classmate who went missing last year. She offers to show you her world-famous collection of student scabs. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Here's the special advertising section. Very good to know. And here is who did this artwork? Like, what is this? Like, how? I guess it's like clearly supposed to be in a DC comic or something. I bet you if I pulled some comics from this time period, this would be in there. Just shrunk down a little bit. But I don't know. I hate this. I absolutely hate it when they try to make ads into comics. Snickers does it right now, and it's just the dumbest thing I have ever seen. It's like nobody's gonna read it. It annoys me. Just show me, some guy who should have had a Snickers, right? Like, or should have had a V8. I'm getting them mixed up. A mad look at insects. Is this out of flippin' focus again? I was talking about, who colored this? Writer and artist Sergio Aragones. No colorist mentioned. But we were talking yesterday in the Spy versus Spy issue, and they colored Spy versus Spy. All the Parkhurst strips that were in there, they colored them, and it just looks bizarre. It looks quite bizarre. I don't know. His works, because I think that he had somebody that regularly colored his artwork, so they kind of knew how to do it in a way that was, I don't know, improved the artwork. So here we go. Oh God, this is more tragic than anything. I mean, like, this is a little too close to real life. Look at, see some dirty kid scratching his head, goes to the home, brings him home, and it's just a filthy home. That's more true than you might want to believe. Here's the Stinky Candle. Over 50 unmistakable odors. Flatulent pony. Crematorium sunset. And spray of sulfur. New scents that will take your breath away. Perhaps forever. Who wrote this? I bet you this is Desmond Devlin. No, I was totally wrong. Theresa Burns Parkhurst. Artist Scott Bircher. Photographer Irving Schild. Whispers of Haddock. What could be more relaxing? What could be more relaxing than a day on the high seas? Close your eyes and enjoy the scents of the catch of the day, freshly trawled from the murky waters below. The refreshing aroma of hot sea air blowing over a net full of flailing haddock can rejuvenate the soul. I love that. That does sound really pretty. God damn. Grandma's Coolie. Unforgettable aromas. That one's $21. We have Tropical Slaughterhouse, Locker Room Bouquet, Bachelor Toilet Zest, and Fumes de Rush Hour, and Bed Pansies. God. I love this. That's a fun one. And again, this has a bunch of stuff that I enjoy, like the fake catalog. I don't know. It's good. It's better. But it totally sucks. This is the artist Rick Tolka, the one and only. Writer David Shane. It's good when you get your highest score ever on Grand Theft Auto. It's better when you get to taunt the friend you beat about it. So I think that perhaps they've never played Grand Theft Auto. It totally sucks when he responds by acting out a scene from the game on your face. It's good when your parents let you camp out all night for Kanye West tickets. It's better when you're first in line. But it totally sucks when the scalpers still manage to bribe their way to all the good tickets. It's good when your folks get you a cell phone. It's better when they give you unlimited minutes. But it totally sucks that they call every 5 minutes checking up on you. It's good when you wake up to discover that it snowed last night. It's better when they cancel school and then you're forced to shovel. I don't know. It's just sort of, I don't know. I love the Rick Tolka art, but this is just kind of lame. And I made an assumption, and it was an incorrect assumption. This is not Bill Ray. This is Tom Fowler, who took over, and I think obviously did a fantastic job. An incredible artist. I love everything about this. I love the colors. I love the way we have like these grotesque faces. It works really well. It's like more detailed and more like, I don't know, realistic isn't really the term, but I guess just more detailed than Bill Ray did. But I love it. It still works. Noah Van Sciver and Kyle Bridget, we were talking about, we were flipping through episode or issue 18 of MAD, this newest issue. And I think it got brought up that it would be fun to have a collection of Monroe. I think somebody in the comments brought it up. And I would absolutely buy a book that was a full collection of Monroe. I imagine that it's all owned, right? That was like work for hire. So I don't think that Bill Ray or who is the guy who actually wrote this? Anthony Barbieri. I don't think they could publish that. I could be mistaken, though. I hope I'm mistaken. Here we go. Theresa Burns Parkhurst again. Who again? I think she's been in like lots of publications, but I really like her style, and I think it fits MAD. And she does have, like, as we saw with the Stinky Candle, like a pretty cool sense of humor. Very good for this magazine. What I got to do for my allowance: taking out the trash, feeding the fish, making sure your crusty undies make it to the hamper. It's how kids earn a living, but responsibilities, like smells, vary from household to household. We wanted to see just what it is some young Americans are doing to make a buck. So read on as MAD illustrates what I gotta do for my allowance. Todd Olson, his parents are nudists. Oh, Jesus. This is so disgusting. Chores disinfecting dining room and kitchen chairs. Dirt devil pubes off the couch and recliner. Cute sunscreen vat filled. Ma, the stupid bag blew up again. Donnie Flanagan. Parent is drunk. Oh, I love this. Wearing a Marlboro shirt. Chores. Don't open the curtains. Roll Ma onto side when she heaves. Return empties for scratch-off tickets. Ma have another Tupperware shindig, eh, Donnie? Yep, she is a real career woman. Jeffrey Hicks, parent, crystal meth addict / lab technician. Chores: contain small fires, Swiffer up lost teeth, and do the dishes. Here we have Tiffany Newcomb. Parents are white supremacists. Mail out daddy's No Jews is Good Jews newsletter. Fuck. Keep arsenal tidy. Launder, press, and mend hoods. Sand crosses. Oh, my goodness. Here's another one. This is one of those recurring things that was there was usually at least one really good laugh in every single one of these. But it was like, you had blogs, right? And like in 2007, I mean, everybody had a blog, right? And so, and there was all these like websites that would host the blogs. The writer is Tim Carville, artist Brian Derniak. But yeah, it would usually pass through like a week's time or so, maybe 2 weeks. And it is like a little counterintuitive because, you would have the oldest one actually should be at the bottom, but that's not how people read, so they switched it up. But anyway, it was there's always at least one belly laugh in every single one of these. Unfortunately, I don't mean every single one of these. I mean, as a whole, there was usually at least one good belly laugh. They're long reads though, so I can't really do that. And I mean, they told a story all throughout it, so there was like this like 3-act structure, basically. And here we have it. Here we have, number 2 in a series, an important message from MAD's Director of Business Development, Jeffrey Lozenge. Subscribe to MAD. It's an ad. It's a house ad. Okay, I really like this. Writer and artist Peter Cooper. This is still, I think he was doing spray paint. And so he started with black and white spray paint. He moved on to color spray paint, which looks freaking awesome. And look at this little thing. So he's writing by Parkhurst, and he's getting knocked out by the Morse code. I love that. I absolutely love that. Man. I think I said in the video, which if you haven't checked it out, check it out. It was a fun like live stream, 2 hours long. It was we kind of meandered through the magazine, went on and off topic. It was a good time though. But Peter Cooper's style grew on me. Like I did not like it at first. It was just too jarring of a change. But yeah, now that we're saying goodbye to Spy versus Spy, I absolutely love it. Well, I mean, I loved it before we said goodbye. You get what I'm saying. Here we have Nanny 911, and I'm just realizing I was just taking so much time. I want to dig into this Tom Bunk artwork, but I mean, it's like 33 minutes into this episode, and I would spend at least 8 minutes on this. Here's a fold-in, which I did not fold because I'm not an animal. And here's an ad for something that is now no longer existent. So there we have it. MAD number 475. Please take time, hit like, hit subscribe, and leave a comment. I really appreciate it, and it's the best way to help this channel grow. If you want these stickers, check out my Patreon or check out my Etsy. Links are down below. Thanks so much for watching. Toodaloo.